what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a lovely episode of Recap. It is Wednesday. I'm your boy, Benjamin, and welcome to the show. We are dual casting from Twitch and Instagram, so welcome everybody into the comment room. We got a pretty solid show here today. We're doing things a little bit backwards. Usually we have a guest on early, but we're actually going to end the show, or at least do the majority of the show with our guest today, which we'll be talking about here in a second. But for everybody in the chat, and everybody who's not able to watch this show live, you can always catch us on YouTube at Hat-Club. Be sure to subscribe to us, which is a fancy word for follow, and give us a like if you like what you see. Twitch chat is lively. JM1620, what's going on? Subdiego619, Denzi Vice 91, MDon 27, Leo Fitted STX. Kakarot Cardi. Sorry, there we go. Lifted Truck 274, JH 10,024. What's going on? Beastu 700. Kicks and EDC. My name is Eric. Just Topher. Raw Fitteds in the house. Vengeful Spectre. Blonded Ant. Shauna FFC. Dapperly Street. That's a name I haven't seen in a while, actually. Wally Observer. AZ Colt 45. Just John. What's going on? King Bambadel. What is up, dude? I was going to say, I imagine a lot of people are in here in regard to a lot of Cowboys fitteds that we're going to be dropping this weekend, but I can't be the only one to talk about what's going on hat drop wise. I got a lovely assistant with me. And of course, that is Mr. Tafuri Taylor.
What is going on, Chad? How y'all doing? What's up, Ben?
Hey, your background looks different this week. What's going on?
Oh, it definitely does look different this week because we are not in Atlanta, Georgia. We are broadcasting live from beautiful St. Thomas, specifically Frenchman's Reef
in
St. Thomas.
It looks gorgeous there, man.
It's a pretty gorgeous spot, Ben, because I gotta say I have a pretty gorgeous hat.
Hey!
So surprise. Most of you guys know that the story behind this is, celebration of my family that's from the USVI. So what better way to do this than do some promo down here? So I couldn't miss Recap for the world. So I am here on vacation, hanging out with my favorite hat guy, Ben. So what's going on, Ben? Chicago looks good. They good on
not
you.
Much. I just love the fact that the juxtaposition of what's going on, and it's usually me that's always going on the road, or at least, on my one foot out the door as we're doing a show, which I will say today is one of those days. Like, as soon as we wrap this up, I'm actually flying to Vegas. But hey, we're committed to you guys, and so we have to do the show. So I commend you for lugging your equipment with you all the way to St. Thomas.
Yes, listen, got two great things coming very, very soon. So we had to come down here and make sure we did it right. So big shouts out to everybody. What's going on in the chat? Elk Dot, what's up? Peyton, what's going on? Sub Diego asking the question, how does Tef have better internet on an island than Ben does in Oak? You will be surprised tonight, Sub Diego. Ben and I did a dry run, and internet's looking pretty fine. Can't even lie to you.
We're gonna fully test this out here in a sec, because I'm gonna be the one doing site sleepers just to test how well my camera is functioning now, how much better my internet is, all because I finally think I figured out what was wrong.
Listen, whatever he did, chat, I'm a believer. I have faith. Ben is gonna do really great things for today's show. So, man, if you guys like hats, this is the spot for you. Like we said, got a really special guest coming up today, so definitely stay tuned. But like Ben said, let's jump into site sleepers real quick.
Elk Dot, I promise you, I'm gonna hit the office up again for you tomorrow. I don't know if you're joking or if you're being serious. If you're being serious, shoot me a DM after the show. We will get this solved. I promise.
Shouts out to Chad, always keeping me humble and keeping me honest. I was in Grown Man Green apparently, and I'm giving off Turks and Caicos vibes. Shouts out to y'all, man. Y'all make me feel bigger and more impressive than probably I am in real life. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly.
The fact you're doing it from a swing is like the best part of it.
Yes, this is a very comfortable swing, Chad. I need one installed at my house immediately. Immediately.
All right, Elk Dot. Okay, you're serious. I will get this fixed for you. I promise. Anyway, side sleepers. All right, my camera's not crashing out. My internet is still solid. Can you guys still hear me?
We can. Woo! Loud and clear, Ben.
Let's do this. All right.
Let's do it.
First up, this one dropped today. Bigger sizes sold out.
Ah,
Pirate
yeah.
script in the 3. We're shocked that there are still so many sizes left in this.
Very, very good. Like, I think this is another kicking incredibly dope stuff type hat. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I like the fact that we've kind of been flipping this a little bit. We've been doing things differently with the logos and choices. I still have the OG Ox pack. That's one of my favorites. And the 2.0, I think, also was extremely well done as well. But I like this one. I think this one is one that's a little bit different. Not necessarily
Yeah.
my favorite of the 3, but definitely different.
Apparently, everybody said I jinxed myself because I cut out there for a brief second.
Oh, man. But you're back now.
I'm
You're
back.
now.
I'm back. It's the most important part. You carried that portion of it, so we got you to thank for that. This was a new one, but it's actually sold out.
Yeah.
The Major League hat.
Man, I had a feeling that this one would, just because it was a novelty hat. I mean, definitely shouts out to the 90s kids and others that watched the movie. If you know, you know.
Wow,
But
dang.
extremely, extremely well done hat. When I saw it, I was like, wow, that's actually a really tough hat. I unfortunately did not get it because I've been down here shooting and doing content, so I've not been by my phone, but I'm happy to see that hat sold out.
I did not buy it either. I regret this one tremendously. But when I can tell all you guys, this is not the last time that you are going to see like licensed movie related hats. I can for sure say this month there's another big one that's going to come, and I already know it's going to sell out.
I can't wait. This one already set the tone really well, so I can't wait.
Yeah. And as I say, the other hat in particular, I'm not going to give it away, but I'll say this: it's not a sports movie, but it is something from our childhood / in my case, and I think for your case, probably our high school years, that we're very sentimental about. So anyway,
I'm excited. Let's see what we got here. What you got up next, Ben? I think that's Arizona.
In the traditional team colorway, the and of course, Chase Field side patch.
This is the first. Is this the first time that we've used that stadium side patch?
It is.
I like it. Looks very like. I like the fact that it doesn't have any writing underneath it. I also like the fact that it's a tonal, kind of like my first hat. That good purple. Diamondback script, I think it's getting up there with V-backs as far as like really moving hats and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see what chat think. What did you guys think of it, chat? I kind of like it as like a first time combination. I'd like to see what else we do with it, but I'm curious what you guys think. Clearly, Kakarot is excited about the Cowboys.
If this was a patch we created, or
now we can.
Did you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. My bad. No, my question I have is because I don't know the answer to this. If this was a patch we created ourselves, or is this this was just something that was readily available?
I don't know. It looks. I want to say by appearance, it looks like probably like something we made ourselves. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it wasn't.
Yeah. Let's see where we're gonna go get next. We got a San Francisco.
Tell it goodbye, and then we also got an Oakland Battle of the Bay.
Frosty Preem Icy Bottom Battle of the Bay.
I do like that. This is the icy, right?
It is an icy, yes.
I like this. A little bit different. I like that. I like that we're doing that because I think the last time we did an athletics was for Pinky Month, right? Or on Pinky Month.
Yes.
But it was the athletics. It wasn't the Oakland script.
Correct. So kind of expect to see a lot more Oakland scripts, especially as the season is coming to a close and we are in our last official year of Oakland athletics baseball.
Unfortunately.
Which sucks. I will say this hat is also available at Great Mall right now, as well as a pink bottom. Yes. Where are we going next? A lot of minor league hats dropped. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, Fayetteville Woodpeckers, and the Real Tree Camel. I will bring that one up.
Yeah, I know when Justin dropped this one, a lot of people talked about the shape, given that it was the China.
Yeah.
But these product pictures make it look a lot better. Definitely the hat doesn't look as egg-shapey.
True.
That's definitely one I think I'll spin the block on and come back and get. I like it. I think it's definitely giving airborne style patch vibes. I like that. I actually really like that a lot.
No, I agree. I think my only criticism is in probably where the egg shape comes from for a lot of people is because of the shape of the front logo.
Yeah,
So it's unique. I will say that.
definitely unique.
What else we got? A Reno Aces.
Aces. Yeah, the pink bottom. Did see that one.
Surprise. Fresno Grizzlies script. Go right into the spin the block from last Sunday. The return.
Mm-hmm. Good LVs there. 2.0s.
Patches for everybody. I feel like I'm cutting out.
A little bit. It's like every now and again, but the screen is still scrolling when you're going through the site sleepers. So we're
No
hearing you.
worries. That was kind of it. We've basically come back full circle to where we were last week. A lot of new A-frames.
Yeah, definitely a lot of A-frames.
One, a really good Atlanta in a color scheme that I know you're happy with.
I am, and I think this was actually one of the side patch front logo combinations that we had at Atlanta last year. I think it was I think there was a black one, and I think there was also an off-white one as well. So I like to see that we kind of redid that design as an A-frame. I like that.
Nice. All right, that's pretty much all we got for site sleepers. Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right,
transition in.
Just to make sure that I wasn't like seizing up or anything like that, because I guess every time
No, you're good.
Okay, every time I clicked on a hat, that was when it would start to kind of freeze up a little bit. So, oh my God, Taff, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I can still hear you.
No, it was when you were transitioning from outside to inside, it kind of like froze for a minute. So I just want to make sure. Uh-oh.
The inside started.
Yeah. Oh no! Hey, at least it wasn't me this time. There we go. He's back. I can't hear you. Oh no. Yeah, your internet connection was like surprisingly way better outside.
Yeah. Can you hear me
now?
There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. Perfect.
All right, so hopefully everything holds up because
yes,
this is a big moment. This is a big moment that we're about to go into because we're going to talk about this upcoming week's drops. Most notably, what's going down on Saturday. Do you know what's going on Saturday?
I do know what's going on Saturday.
What's going on?
I'm hearing that. Well, there's two things. It depends on what you're asking about. If it has to do with what's going on behind you on the wall, those Oregon jerseys, I know that's happening on Saturday.
That is happening on Saturday, but I was thinking about what I got in my hand here.
Ooh, yeah, those cowboy crowns is the variety, the things that people have been asking us for about a good 4 to 5 months now.
I would even say like 2 to 3 years, to be honest.
Definitely. I feel like that's the only team that's been left out of every NFL drop I think that I've seen that we've had. But we're people of the people, so we're gonna give the people what they want.
Hell yeah! Without further ado, this Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app. And yes, there will be an app exclusive. I will tell you guys which one that's going to be here as soon as we wrap things up. Let me go to big screen real quick to show all these off. I am not going to start in any particular order, but shout out to Jerry Jones, of course, and the Dallas Cowboys for allowing us to do this. But we got seven, I say, Dallas Cowboys Fitteds coming your way this Saturday. First up, of course, is just going to be the traditional navy blue star on the front. Super Bowl 28, which I know is a Super Bowl that you are very familiar with.
Very, very familiar with, was the actual inspo for my first hat. So shout out to us for bringing that one out there. I like
that. This one's just going to have a basic Cowboys typeface script on the back. New era tonal flag, but Hat Club original pink bottom on the bottom of this one. So fancy. Black sweatband. And this one is going to be made in China.
I may have to get that one just off the strength of the side patch. I'm not going to lie to you. May have to do that.
I can respect that. I figured that, I mean, even though I know it's a bit of a difference in team, but because of the patch itself, yes.
Yes. Very clean. I like it.
Go. There's number one. On to number two. This is one that we've basically done before, but this is a new colorway for it. So going back to the sports specialty scripts of the 1990s, Dallas Cowboys scripts. So this is going to be a black crown, Dallas Cowboys navy blue button and upper visor, just the star for the side patch, black tonal flag on the side. No insignia or logo on the back, just because the fact that this was taken off like old school snapbacks, so it wouldn't typically have any kind of a logo in the back. But like all retro snapbacks, retro green under visor, black on the sweatband, and made in China.
Do like this. I think the recent release was it the Midnight Navy ones would go perfect with this hat.
I agree with that.
There you go. That's you needed a hat shoe combination. There you go. There you go, chat. There's your hat shoe combo right there.
I apologize for the light that's coming in. We were just talking about that before we started the show. I still need to black out the bottom because I know it's kind of washing the colors a little bit, which is why it's a little bit darker in my room, just because I'm trying to get as much like true colors into the screen this time around.
Yes, sir.
All right. Up next, we got a two-tone Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboy navy blue for the crown, black upper visor, black button, metallic royal blue, metallic silver as far as the front logo is concerned, and Super Bowl 27, which of course was at the Rose Bowl, hence all the Rose logos going around. And this, of course, much like the first one that we showed off with the pink under visor, this one's gonna have the Cowboy script on the back, all metallic, so metallic royal blue, metallic silver, new era tonal flag on the side, and this one's gonna have the retro green under visor, black sweatband. One of the few that actually has the Hat Club tag on the inside. The previous two did not, but this one's gonna be made in China as well.
So I actually, funny story. I have the variety pack, or it wasn't a variety pack. I think it was the Bills. It was like the off white with the royal blue bill.
Yes.
That actually has that same side patch. So I may have to also collect this one just to have both teams from that Super Bowl represented. May have to get that for the collection.
I don't blame you. Leo Fitteds, stock is pretty solid on these because y'all have been asking for Dallas Cowboys hats for so long, so we did not want to let you guys down.
At all.
At all. I'm going to skip this one and come back to this one, and I'll explain why here in a sec. Next up is going to be another interesting two-tone, black crown. This is going to be a dark teal upper visor, dark teal button up top, but traditional navy blue and white for the front star. Super Bowl 30 for the side patch. So a lot of metallic copper. There's some teal mixed in there. Metallic silver as well as metallic red rust. Cowboy script on the back. That's going to be all metallic silver as well. Blacked out new era tonal flag. Retro or cool gray under visor. Sorry. Black sweatband. And this one's going to be made in China.
I like it. Very solid. Very smooth. I'm interested. Well, I'm assuming that we chose the teal to match the side patch, essentially.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Yeah. Then that makes sense. I understand it now. Very clean.
Very clean. Elk Dot's got a good point. Wild Valley Cowboys, we could actually call this one.
We could. Yes, we could. Definitely could. Shouts out AB.
All right. On to the final three here. You'll kind of see the pattern as far as like the which way I went. I went more based on front logos because the last two I'm going to show you are a little bit different than the first five I'm showing you off here. So chrome white crown. This is going to be not a forest green, like a little bit lighter of a dark green for the upper visor and the button. But this one is going to be a Super Bowl 27 as well. Rose Bowl, Super Bowl that we just talked about. And this one's going to have navy blue with metallic silver outline as far as the Cowboy script on the back. Chrome white tonal new era flag on the side. And this one's going to be the second Hat Club original pink under visor with a black sweatband and made in China.
Man, now I'm in a dilemma because I have to look between. I gotta look because I have an off white for the Bills one. I think I might go for this one since they would both be off white. So I think I'll probably go for this one instead of the other one.
I agree. Yeah, I was gonna say honestly between the two, just because the fact that both are coming equipped with the pink under visor, Hat Club original pink under visor. Shout out to Frosty Preem. Yeah, these are gonna be the two that will have the pink. So the Super Bowl 28, the two-tone Super Bowl 27. Just to
Yeah.
give you guys a heads up on that. And the last two we got for you guys. This is where things get a little bit interesting. So the first five had the traditional Dallas Cowboys star. This one is the Dallas Cowboys interlock logo. So a
Mm.
lot of different NFL teams that we did last year. Obviously, the Houston Texans is still selling well in regard to the interlock logo, but this is the
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Cowboys version. So this is going to be a black crown, dark royal blue upper visor, dark blue button up top, all metallics on the interior there. So it's metallic royal blue and
Wow.
metallic silver with a white star in the center, and 50th anniversary of the Dallas Cowboys organization for the side patch.
Mm-hmm.
Just the basic Dallas Cowboys star for the back logo, blacked out tonal New Era flag on the side, and then cool gray under visor, black sweatband, made in China.
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at it at all. I like
Mm-mm.
the interlock logo here. I think the star draws your attention, but the C that's in that royal metallic blue is that's definitely the star of the show. No pun intended on that front logo.
No, it was kind of interesting. And as I say, this isn't a knock to this hat or anything like that. But because
Mm-hmm.
of the color scheme, and then I was more focused on the C logo without really looking at the rest of what was going on. When I first saw the photo for this, and before I looked at the side patch, I thought it was an Indianapolis Colts hat.
Okay, yeah, because of the color scheme. Yeah,
Yes.
like I was like, yeah, I could see that. I think for me, what kind of gave it away, just because like when I was kind of looking at these early, was the star in the center. I was just like, well, they wouldn't put a random team in a Cowboy variety pack, so I was just like, okay, it must be that. But I can understand, like you said, why you were thinking Colts initially, because similar color scheme, similar team colors.
Yeah. And we've done Colts hats in the past, and I've seen what the interlock Colts hat looks like. It's a
Mm-hmm.
very similar C, but obviously with the D and the star,
Yeah.
there's a lot more detail that's going on here.
Have we ever seen this on field for them?
No, never.
Mm. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I've never seen that logo on field for them. Hmm? Maybe something else to ask Jerry for.
Exactly. And then here's the last one. This one is going to be Super Bowl 12. This is a light blue and dark royal two-tone. This is the old 1960s style cartoon of a cowboy on a horse.
Hmm.
Alternate logo, so royal button, royal upper visor, baby blue for the crown, and like I said, Super Bowl 12 for the side patch. Uh, Basic Dallas Cowboy star for the back logo, light blue tonal New Era flag on the side, and then retro green under visor, black sweatband, made in China.
I'm curious why this one wasn't a pinky. I understand because of the year and probably the time frame of the logo. Probably green just made more sense. But
Yeah,
I would have thought this would have really looked nice, especially with the Super Bowl side patch. That was to me like a. I'm interested to know why we went that route.
correct. And I agree with that, just because if you're going to throw pink into the side patch on this one, it would have been
Mhm.
really complimentary to go with the under visor on this. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, I don't hate it,
No, not at all. It gives
but I'm
you,
not
like
a
you said.
Cowboys fan, but I know Cowboys fans will dig it. So,
I think the green was more of a nod and an ode to the fact that it's a retro logo.
yes.
So they wanted to go that route, which, like you said, not mad at that at all.
No, not mad at all. And then for everybody who's asking which one is going to be the app exclusive, that is going to be this bad boy right here, the black and teal two-tone with Super Bowl 30 for the side patch. So
Very
once
good choice.
again, all 7 of these for all you Cowboys fans, for all you fans of America's team. Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hackclub app. Obviously, as I said, the one in front is going to be the app exclusive.
Mhm.
No, these are not going to be in store. These are only going to be on the website and the app. So y'all are going to have to go quickly on this one. But like I said, stock is pretty healthy on all these just because of the fact that y'all have been waiting for so long for us to be able to
Mhm.
do this stuff. We've been waiting a long time to be able to release some more interesting, some more customized
Yep.
Dallas Cowboys stuff for you guys. So we're very happy to do it.
Indeed. And like I said, you guys better sell them out. There better be
Yeah.
none left. As many of y'all been asking for these. I better see sold out, sold out, sold out for all of these.
Yes, there will be a preview page. I wrote that up last week before I went to Chicago, so they should be posting that hopefully in the next day or so. Somebody asked to see 2 of these. Hold on. There we go. That was the first one I showed off with the obviously the Super Bowl 28 with the pink bottom. Yes, to my knowledge, they're going to be $52 each, which is pretty standard. Yeah. And what was the second one I showed off? Shit.
Was it the other Super Bowl 27 one, the off-white one?
It might have been the script one, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Anyway. So, yeah, that's Saturday. So Thursday and Friday, there are going to be variety pack hats dropping. Sunday, there's going to be variety pack hats dropping as well. It's not necessarily a spin the block Sunday. But yeah, just a lot of variety pack stuff between Thursday and Monday. But I'm trying to stall a little bit because I saw our special guest pop in for a second. I'm just waiting for him to come back on camera before I let him in. There he is.
There he is.
So yeah, between Thursday and Monday, a lot of variety pack hats for you guys. Saturday is obviously the Dallas Cowboys day, but Tuesday is going to be the big day. We have our very special guest. It's been a long time coming. We've wanted to have this guy on ReCap for a long time, but you know what? We had to wait until we got like a fancy collection from this guy to be able to show off, and we got it coming for you guys. So
yes, we do.
He's getting a bottle of water. Hold on one sec. All right, there we go. Without further ado, here is the myth, the man, the legend, Ronnie Fitteds.
Oh, what is up, everybody?
What's up, man?
Appreciate the intro.
I love the fact that you're wearing a basketball jersey, and I had a basketball jersey on before I did the show, but then I elected to put a shirt on instead, and now I feel like a scumbag. I don't know if you heard any of that.
I think.
Nah, I'll play it.
Oh,
you were my Wi-Fi's good over here.
Yeah.
That was a good sell.
Was it? I committed to it. But, what is up, chat? What is up, Ben? What is up, Tef? Thank you. Man. It's an honor being here.
Yeah, man.
What's up, everybody?
Dude, it's great to have you here. All three of us have obviously been chatting for a long time.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was just kind of waiting for the day when Ronnie Fitteds and Hat Club kind of teamed up to do something so we can get you on the show, talk about some hats, talk about some pins, talk about life.
Yeah. Ben actually just found out yesterday that we were collaborating. So
that is true. No. I had to write the goddamn launch page. Of course I knew about it.
Okay. I see you.
Now, I will admit, Austin rewrote a lot of it because I didn't know what I could and could not say. So Austin, I basically made the bread, and then Austin was the meat. Just fill in all the details.
All right.
That's gonna be my one terrible thing that I say this week on ReCap.
It's okay, Ben. The book of Benisms is gonna be very, very lengthy, and
you get the pass, bro.
Yeah,
don't worry. Actually, this show, there's a pass today, because we're talking just hats.
Yeah. And since Ronnie is a special guest, if he says you get a pass, Ben, you get a pass.
I appreciate that, good sir.
No, but real talk, Ronnie. I mean, we're super happy to have you on. I mean, obviously we've known each other in the community for a bit. Been rocking with you and your designs for a while. I think your story is extremely inspirational to everybody. I think if there's a definition of persistence, and like Ronnie always says, don't be afraid to create. I think he embodies that fully. So definitely wanted to give you your flowers before we got started. And we're really excited to have you here, man.
Much appreciated. Thank you, man. It's been well, you guys already said, a great intro, but it's been an awesome journey in this community. The community is great, by the way, the Fitted community, and just being able to create for y'all and, have that feeling where I get to do whatever I want to create and see you guys react the way you guys do. I'll accept it all, good and bad. It's just it's just awesome to see, but more, of course, good than bad, because the community has been so supportive of those creations. So
1000%, man.
Yeah.
So
you deserve it all, Ronnie.
Yeah, man.
I don't know about that, but
no, but listen, I don't know what jersey you have on, but I'm assuming it's Mamba mentality with that 8.
Because like Ben was saying, I wanted to connect and be like, yo, Ben, we got the jerseys on, but he didn't got one today, like you said. So.
No, I will go change. I'll ask my first question. let you answer. And when it's Tef's turn to answer a question, I'm just gonna run, change my shirt real quick, and I'll come back with a jersey. How about that?
Hey, that's a bet. That's a bet.
So I know you're the jersey guy, and like no one's jersey collection is better than yours. So it'd be an honor, you know. Yeah.
Well, I'll lead off with this one. What was the first hat in your life that you remember ever picking up, ever wearing, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So, what is the first hat? There's kind of two-part answer to that. The first one is my dad took me to a pro image when I was like 8 years old.
Boo. Okay.
Yeah, boo.
I know. I used to be younger.
Like
I used to work for Pro Image back in the day, so I cannot hate on Pro Image.
Oh yeah. So we gotta censor that. Okay, my dad took me to a beep. Back in the day, he said, "Which hat do you want?" I grabbed a Seattle Mariners batting practice.
Ooh.
Mesh fitted.
Okay.
It was really dope. It had the crescent
2000 or 2001, roughly.
Could have been. Yeah, right. It could have been. It could have been. And I tried it on. Perfect fit. Loved it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll get a better looking one, you know, like a nicer looking one. So I put that one back and grabbed another one. And this is a fitted, remind you. So I swapped it out. My dad bought it for me. Went to the car, tried it on. It don't fit.
Okay.
Because I swapped it out. So that's the first hat. But the second hat, fitted hat, or just hat, I remember my cousins really put me on to the trend of fitteds. This was around 2005. You know, the Usher, the Lil Jon. Back in that trend, it was the all white or all black fitted hats. And then Usher was popping off. So the all white ATL hat is what my cousins had. He left it on the counter one day. And I swapped it, or I snagged it, and that was mine now. So I remember wearing that to middle school dances and all that. But then all white ATL, man.
Yeah, that's a great hat to start with, Ronnie. A great hat to start with.
Man, it got dirty real quick, but yeah,
it did. Yeah. Man, no, like the AB with the TI. No. So okay, Ronnie, follow-up question to that. Did you keep the hat bill bone straight? Or did you okay, cool. Okay,
yeah,
so you definitely
that was a trend back then. You know, you had the stickers on too. If you guys see my videos now, like I do what I like, but back then when I was a youngin', you know, I kind of just followed the trend, trying to fit in with the crowd. And the flatter the bill, you know, the more honeys you got, I guess. So
listen, I mean, Ronnie's not telling a lie, right? Like that era for like fitteds was crazy. Like bone straight, you kept all the tags on, including the price tag. Like I feel like in some kind of weird way, like kind of what people do with the StockX tag on sneakers now, or like the Nike hang tag on sneakers now. It's like it was like a reaffirmation that these just came out the box. So I'm fresh, just like these kicks that just came out the box. It was kind of like that.
Fresh Nikes out the box.
Yeah. Older me definitely would have looked at younger me strangely today.
Those were fun times, though. I remember like baggy shirts, wearing the jersey backwards. That shows my age, but I don't care. I mean, it was a great time.
Definitely. I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm still convinced I started the whole jersey trend with anybody, because this goes back to like 95, 96, wearing them every single day. And then like my friends and all the girls in school used to make fun of me because like, oh, we wearing jersey every day. And then all of a sudden we hit 2000s and everybody, and I mean everybody, was starting to rock, you know, baggy throwbacks and stuff like that. And then I see kids at my school start doing the same thing. And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck is happening right now?
Ben's like, give me my credit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Give me my money.
I walked so y'all could run. Come on now.
Put some respect on my name.
Exactly. Like, come on, bro. Like, but no, I mean, I think that's just the thing with fashion. I think it's always cyclical. I think at some point in time, maybe some 80s stuff comes back into play. Or I'm sure probably 80s stuff is back now, especially with like the matching denims and, you know, even like jorts, you know, be like
jorts
thing again. Yes.
Janko jeans coming back too. Makes me sad.
Janko. I'll say this though.
Jeez.
I was not because Ben has a great collection of Champs jersey fitteds, if I'm correct, right?
Oh yeah.
So I always thought Champs was kind of whack. So I go, yeah, and
everybody else used to say the same thing.
Yeah, that's why this is a swingman, because I spent all my allowance on the Nike Pro swingman jerseys, and now I'm thinking like the Champs was actually the GOAT, not these,
Yeah,
because like the fading on those, it's sexy. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, gives the jersey some character. It's like sometimes you don't need it to look polished.
Yeah,
just needed to look like it's been through. See some action. See some a few dryer cycles. A little bit too long.
And this, my friends, is why you find a style when you're young and you stick with it your entire life. I've been going on damn near 30 years with these bastards, and I will not stop until I'm dead.
Yeah, I feel like
that's why I like you, Ben.
Yeah, exactly, man. Ben marches to the beat of his own drum and then tells them, "If you steal my song, please just give me credit." That's all I
exactly.
So, I mean, speaking of things like great collections, obviously we see Ben every week on ReCap. Great hat collection back there. So, Ronnie, how many hats? And you can guesstimate if you don't have an exact number. How many hats would you say right now that you have in your collection?
Oh wow. Now let me just say this. Full disclosure. I love hats in general. Like I've been through it all. Like the trends where you got dad hats, snapbacks, strapbacks, snakeskin, strapbacks. So if we're saying like all together, wow, man, probably 2,000. I don't even know. I don't even count. Yeah, it's a lot. Like it's a lot. If we're saying fitteds though, oh wow, that might be in like it's over 1,000 too, probably.
Over 1,000.
I believe it.
I went crazy.
Facts. Now, are you like Ben, where you say like outside of your own collections, obviously, are you a person that goes and you clear like whole collections? Like I need every hat from this like color story or whatever that's dropped. Or are you still like a strategic buyer where you're just like, I pick my spot, so I made like these 2 out of this and these 2 out of that, so I take 4 out of 20 instead of 20 out of 20.
I'll probably pick my favorite ones.
Yeah,
like 2, maybe 3. The whole collections, I wish I could. I might do that one day, but the wifey might kill me. I say 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
2 to 3.
But Ben the GOAT for that one too. Once again, another Ben GOAT counter.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's. Yeah. I'll be fair about that one. It's just like there are a few collections out there where it's just like, yeah, I will target it. I love every single piece, and especially when John and Justin were both putting out collections that match with everything I wear on a daily basis. It's like, okay, I need to get these. As I've grown and my collection continues to grow, and my wife, continues to glare at me and more as more boxes come in. I've pumped the brakes a bit. I'm definitely more selective as far as what I get. So, but yeah, no judgment on anybody who buys whole clips. The one thing I want to comment on of you saying fitted wise you're over 1,000. I think you're the only second person in ReCap history who has actually said that they cleared the 1,000 mark. Pierre, Captain Crusader. I remember back when we had him on.
He's got a crazy collection.
3+ years ago, and he's like, "Oh, I got like 4,000," just casually. Like, goddamn, bro.
Yeah.
He's
in a whole nother league, but you know. So
here I am thinking 400 to 500 for me is a little bit too much, and
it's a respectable number.
It's a respectable.
Yeah, that is, bro.
Yeah. No, I think like if I got to the point of, I think that it wouldn't be angry glaring for my fiance. It would just be like, all right, get rid of like half, because this makes no sense. Right now they're all stored on top of like my dresser in our shared bedroom. So like I'm like at this point she's like, they need to find another home because these falling down and me having to pick them back up is not working. So
that's awesome.
Work in progress.
I will say though, if the fitted price goes back to the glorious $34.99, that's the one I remember the most.
Yeah,
I'd have one hell of a collection, man.
Yeah,
over 1,000. $34.99. Let's do it. Come on.
Bring them back. Yeah, I think for me, like especially me being a sneakerhead, where like a purchase for me is like at least 200. 160 on a low end, 200 on an average. Like for
Yeah.
me, like now when I look at it in my mind, it's like, man, that's like 4 hats right there. Like I compare things now in hat prices, which is
Oh yeah. Then
either a sign
it's
of
on your mind.
extreme frugality or just I have a problem. I think it's more of I have a
The
problem.
maths add up, bro. Hat math.
Facts, hat mathing,
You
making
got
it
one
fit.
hell of a sneaker collection though. Tough. Like
Yeah,
kudos to you,
I've been.
bro. I
You do.
I've been like I think
and you
for
wear
me,
them too. So
yeah, I think for me like that's always been a thing. Like being younger and like looking through the East Bay catalogs and being like, you don't have your own money
East
yet.
Bay.
Yeah, so like you're looking at like foams, you're looking at
Wow.
everything like Agassiz, like that's a shoe that recently just dropped real quietly, but I had to go ahead and cop. But I think like for me, all in all, like I think everything for me always is like I'm buying for the kid that couldn't buy before, but now I'm also getting to a point with that where I'm getting selected, like Ben says. So it's like I like this shoe, but do I need it? Do I need 3 versions of the same shoe that have released like different years? Probably not, but I'm definitely gonna still go for it if I can.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm still trying to justify getting dunks in every single colorway to as well match my jersey, just because it's like, well, I mean, yeah, pandas will go with anything, but these purple and whites will go perfectly with the Lakers or the
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors. But
Yeah, listen, man. I feel like at this point you pick like really good things to collect, Ben, because dunks are like what
tell my
110.
wife that she
Mhm.
just left to go to work. I wish she was
Listen,
here to hear that.
dunks are only like
Come back.
110 plus tax. So I mean, for me, whereas I'm like looking at 17s and those are like $300 retail shoes, it's like it's like yeah,
Well, yeah, you get the
definitely hope.
briefcase though,
Yeah, you get
so
the briefcase and everything. See, Ronnie, you get
it
it. You
makes sense. I get
understand.
it, bro. I know. Don't worry.
Yeah, like explaining that to my fiance who's not super duper into shoes, but it's just like, you know what, man, like whatever makes you happy. That's true love. It's empathy, but at the same time a little bit of apathy, but it's all good. I
Yeah.
appreciate her.
Yo, random, but shout out to 17s.
Yeah.
For the people who actually, didn't
Mhm.
went outside the box and caught the 17s, and I would say the 18s and the 19s. Dude, my favorites were
Mhm.
the 20s.
Yeah, like I feel like
With the
most
scrap. So
yeah, like I feel like most people really turn their mind off for every Jordan over 14, which I
yeah,
think is a horrible disservice. Like 15, 16, 17s, like you said, all the way up to 20. Great silhouettes, great colorways. I'm really hoping that they lean into those moving forward. I need some ginger 16s. I need those. I need that very expeditiously.
I think
But
I've seen those. So
yeah.
I'll check them out.
Yeah.
All right, Ronnie, from a hat
Yes.
perspective, is there a color scheme or a team that you will never add to your collection? Or are you pretty open book about things?
I'm open because I'm not really into it's crazy because there's in this culture there's
Mhm.
people that will only buy their team and maybe a few other teams, but for me, not really. I used to watch a lot of I was really into sports when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As I got older, I dabbled into more of the stuff I like now, anime, the music. So not so much sports, even though I grew up playing sports and all that.
Mhm.
So I have, I think, a pleasant disconnect now where I can look at a team and if I like the color scheme and also possibly the concept, I'll cop. And if and the people who say, "Oh, you can't stay loyal to one team," that's fine. I'm admitting my truth. I'm not loyal to one team, or that. So
So you're
yeah,
basically so there's like so for you, do you feel like hat collecting for you would be different if you had like a team that was like your like sole team that you would rock, or do you think that you still collect about the same? You said definitely. Okay.
oh,
Okay, you're back now,
You're
Ronnie.
back.
Yeah,
it was me. No, man, I'm trying to go for a perfect streak. No, okay,
No, I
okay.
thought it was me. That's why I just like stopped doing anything. And then I see Tef's head move, and it's like, oh, it's not me this time. This is
yeah.
great.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
No, but
yeah.
I mean, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Ronnie. I'm
Oh, my
sorry.
bad. To answer your question, Tip, yeah, I think if I was a diehard, fan, yeah, it'd be fun to collect just one team, and it'd be nice on the wallet as well, in a way. or in a sense, you know. So
Yeah. Now, I would say for me, like, me being a Braves fan, it's like I still think I still collect other teams just because some of my
yeah.
friends are not necessarily from Atlanta. So it's like, if like, like my boy John just released the Indian. So it's just like, okay, bet, definitely got to
Hmm.
cop that. Or, hats that are in your pack. It's like, yeah, I may not necessarily consider myself a lifelong D-backs fan or anything else like that, but I still respect the logo and how people creatively do it. So I think to that end, I still, as a person that is loyal, I guess you could say to one team, I definitely
Mm.
still feel like you could still cop other teams that you want. I mean,
Mhm.
would I go to a Braves game wearing another hat
Right.
from
That's
another
different.
team? No, I probably wouldn't do that. But
Yeah. Don't be scared about other teams. There's not gonna be one person like hunting you down, like, hey, you're a Braves fan. What are you doing with that Yankees on, bro? And they're
listen,
gonna cut
if
you up.
somebody did
No.
that, if somebody ran me down like a dude from the Maury show with the camera, like, what hat are you wearing? Like, I would, I think at that point I'd just be like, all right, man, like, whoa, take it easy, man.
Yeah.
It's really okay. But I mean, speaking of that, Ronnie, obviously, like you said, you've had an opportunity to design with a lot of different places, a lot of different great designs you've done previously. So, what was the first time that you heard about Hat Club, and what was the first thing that you scooped from the brand? Like, as far
Yeah.
as like, yeah,
Shout out to Hat Club, man. They really brought me into the community.
Yay.
And I was working my dead end job, 2020,
yeah,
miserable. So had the time to go, on Instagram,
hmm
browsing, and somehow it popped up where it was Hat Club and I believe the crossover pack.
hmm
And I was like, yo, I love basketball. Like that's a nationals.
yeah,
I don't know if I can say this, but
yeah, yeah. I
am I
feel
am I,
you.
We're
am I
I feel
free
you.
we're
range?
Go on.
beyond that at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, I figured. All right.
For anybody wondering, it's right there.
Yeah, it's that one, that exact one. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the Nationals and then the Wizard Hook. I was like, wow. And
hmm
then they also had it was that collection that
hmm
first caught my eye. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
hmm
And fitteds, all right. Like I've worn fitteds. At the time, I wasn't really wearing fitteds as much, but saw that post. All right, moved on. Then comes what is it? The female fitted direction pack, but it was called
hmm
Ladies Night back then.
Yeah.
Ladies
Yeah.
Night, yeah. And wow, okay, like female creators designed this pack. All right, Saturday, let's try to cop. Okay, go and try to cop on Saturday. What the fuck?
Yep.
That was 1 second. It didn't cop, so I knew there was something on. Being from, I was into sneakers as well. Being from that
hmm
culture, like,
Yep.
oh, this is something. Like,
hmm
I'm not no dummy. Like, I know this is gonna be big. Look
Yep.
more into it, and that's how it started. The first Hat Club hat, I believe it was the Timeline D-backs.
Mm.
Timeline.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
remember, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Timeline
Yeah.
D-backs, because I have never seen nothing like that before. So all
hmm
the logos of the team on one hat, I can get with it. So yeah.
No.
And then the
Yeah. I
rest is
mean,
history. So
yeah. The rest is history.
The
No, I
timeline
mean,
has a special place with me because I remember when we first dropped those, like a few years before COVID. They did okay. Just I think it was a little like over a lot of people's heads. It was a little weird for some people. And then
hmm
when we brought them back, like in my head, I'm just going back to like, okay, well, they didn't do that great the first time we dropped them, but just the complete 180 attitude change a lot of people had. And like
mm,
as you're saying, it's just like, oh shit, we're really onto something here. This is great.
yeah. I
that's
mean,
dope.
I that's one thing I will say. And like we had Freddie on last week, and I think from a design perspective, I think when we attack things from just the perspective of thinking that people don't really have. Like, I mean, what company do you know out there is going to make a cowhide essentially, hat like
Yeah.
thoroughly throughout, where each of these like hats are unique, or even doing something where again we're celebrating culture, with the Sakura pack and even the Hamimi pack that we just dropped this
Yeah.
past
Mm,
week. So it's like I think the future is really bright, especially with us, but I think just the community in general, I think people are embracing just different types of hats. And to your point, like the timeline hat was just a different type of hat for that time. Like most people weren't used to seeing more than one logo on a hat, let
Yeah.
alone something going circumferentially around it. So, no, I mean, I think that that's something that it just shows the time of where people are kind of pioneering new stuff, and
Yeah,
you
well
know,
said, Tough.
Mhm.
Well said, bro. I
Yeah.
think what we understand it because we work with the hat business, and we know
Mhm.
how things are unique and can't be done for a while or stuff of that nature. Whereas like the community may not fully understand or grasp how hard it is to make a cowhide hat
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and a timeline hat. But for us, like we know, so we'll eat that up. It's our job in a way to to encourage the community to, hey, it's okay to try something new, or
Yeah.
don't even judge it like right off the bat. Maybe have it in hand first before you give it a full on. Nah, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
that's how I am at the
Mhm.
moment.
Yeah,
But
I mean, and we
it'd be
know
cool
that.
to
I
see.
mean, especially Ronnie, with you as with the volume of designing that you've done. I mean, all of us, I think, on here have designed at least one hat. But the mock up to the actual in hand sample to like actually putting fits and outfits together. I feel like those are three different phases for the
Oh
community
yeah.
where it's like you'll see that mock up and it's like but I want to see what it looks like in hand. Then you see it in hand, I don't really know how I would style it. And then you see somebody do it really well, and it's just like, oh,
Hmm.
definitely need that. So it's like I think
That's
having
where
that
you came
space.
into play, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean,
Yeah.
but really, it's
Let's
like
give
I
you your
think,
flowers. You really
yeah,
did
I
a
mean,
great
thank you,
job
I
of that.
appreciate it. But
Yeah.
I think that that was a need that I saw. I think in the community at the time, I think I
Mm.
saw a lot of in hand pictures, which no shade, I think that we need that. We need people that review hats that go in depth. Tell the history like Ben. Of like what logo and why this logo and maybe side patch combination is important. It's like, but then I think for the practical guys, it's like, yo, I like this hat. I want to wear it out, but I
Yeah.
don't want to look like a goob or anything like going out and wearing it. So how can I do that in a cool way? And I was just like, well, let me do my best impression of what I think looks good with hats, and the rest from that point became like people entrusted me with their designs, and I feel like that's a different level of trust I think from the community that I'm proud to say that I earned in dealing with people that create a very high clip and high volume, and I had opportunities
Yes.
to do that at a high level. So no, I mean, I think to your point, Roddy, I think you said it equally as well. It's just more of just let's see what people do creatively and judge it objectively after some time has passed. Like let's not be so prisoner of the moments where we don't give people an opportunity to even change their minds.
Yeah.
Like you said in the beginning, you didn't like it.
Prisoner of the moment. Love that.
Yeah, can't do that. So, um, let's say like so. I mean, I think Ben was gonna ask this question, but I kind of want to ask you because I feel like I've always wanted to know this. So like where like I mean obviously I know where you're from, but our chat doesn't. So like where are you from, and how would you say like what strategies did you have that put your following at the level that it's at? Because for most people they don't know like how is a person gets to 100K followers by
Yeah.
just doing
Give
hat
us the
content.
legend of Ronnie Fitteds.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
exactly.
the legend. All right, okay, so I'm Ronnie Fitteds. I am Laotian American. So my parents are from Laos. I was born in America. I'm from Boise, Idaho, not Iowa. Boise, Idaho. Born and raised. Been here
Yeah.
my whole life, and I like what I like. I like what I like. That's something I've said for a while, and my wife likes to throw that at me, like you like what you like. But I love one thing is I love detail,
Hmm.
and I love how how items, or how how things are created, because I can see. This is where I start to get like confusing people, but
Hmm.
I see things and I know how much work can go into it, or how
Yeah.
much work has gone into it.
Hmm.
So I think I look at things and I can appreciate it right away. That's where it was with sneakers, because I
Hmm.
know how how many things go into sneakers. When I was young, I would say middle school, I really loved sneakers. I would draw sneakers
Mm-hmm.
on my homework every day, and I just love how like the comfort, the design, all that. So that kind of translated to other items too from there. I'm trying to stay on track. I don't want my mind starts to riff, you know.
Yeah, you're fine.
I started loving hats at a young age because there's this thing with Asian hair where it just like pops out in the back. I don't know if you guys have Asian friends or if there's anyone in the chat that is Asian. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all can vouch for me. Like we just have poofy hair on the sides, on the back. So, you know, the one thing to mask that is a hat. And I love wearing hats, and I love the different, you know, of course, styles and designs and elements. I would say, where am I going with this? But that's I started early age, and yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. Help me out here. So you're asking the legend.
No. I think a
I'm
lot
kind
of
of
it is
like,
more just like based on your social media following. You know
oh
how
yeah,
you
yeah,
kind
oh
of
yeah, you
built
did.
grew into that,
Oh my
created
bad.
that, and stuff.
There we
So
go. There we go. See my. Okay, perfect. So I was working at a dead end job. It was a new startup company. Had me working long hours, overworking, to be honest. And I found the hat community from Hat Club. I saw how people were also curving their hats, and that really got me into fitteds too. Like I forgot to mention that earlier, where flat brims, I kind of strayed away from fitteds because of the flat brim. It doesn't look right on me, so that's where I was wearing more A-frames at the time, or just snapbacks or dad hats because of the curve. But when I saw fitteds being curved, I didn't know you could do that. So that really opened my eyes, and I started to cop more hats, started to curve them, and I saw a gap in the community where there wasn't any videos. And also at this time in 2021, Instagram didn't really have video content. Still strictly, or not strictly, it was still more of the photos on Instagram. So I saw the opening where, you know, post content, video content of hats. And I don't think there was much content aside from a few, maybe like WYD Johnny, who else? Cap Wonder, Views from Vault. So there's only a select few. So saw the opportunity, started creating more hats, and I was still working at my dead end job. So being so unhappy and overworked, I would come home from work and film content, like my 30-minute lunch or my 1 hour lunch, film content, go back to work, get off work, edit the video, post it. And even though it was hard work, that made me happy. That like brought me back to life. Started pushing that, more content, started getting more attention, and started getting traction. And then this was still 2021. I get laid off, and unexpectedly as well. So kind of like hitting rock bottom.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like really working hard and really feeling like I put my all into the work. I went to my happy place, right? Which is the hats, the content, Ronnie Fitteds. I decided to, when I got laid off, I think I just dropped a rice bowl pin, or rice bowl pin. If you guys are chat, if you guys are familiar with that, the rice bowl pin was dropped, and then maybe like 1 or 2 weeks after that, I got fired, and I know there was an event coming up in LA. It was like a Yodi, shout out to Yodi, Crown Kings event, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, I got fired, but like I gotta like save myself because I was pretty deep and like pretty low with myself. So I was like, you know what? Hats make me happy. Let me go to this community, or let me go to this event, this pin event, and I had leftover rice bowl pins, and I painted them in LA colors just to be a little bit different. Make it like an LA exclusive. Go to LA. Sorry, this is a long story. Should have told you guys that in advance.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
But go to LA. You know, go to the event. Like, community shows up and they show support and love, bro. Like they bought the pins, and when I got back, my wife, my girlfriend at the time, told her like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fully commit. Like Ronnie Fitteds, there's no plan B. Boom, created more content, um, posted more content, and we're here.
We are here.
Yeah, and we're here.
love
Yeah, that was probably maybe the origin in a way,
Yeah.
origin of Ronnie Fitteds. But I feel like that was the moment I realized this was my calling, because I was down, and going to the event, seeing how the fitted community shows so much support and love. I think that like saved me. It revived me, and till this day, I try to give back to the community just because of what they've done for me. And yeah, don't want to get like too sappy and weird, but that's the story, you know.
I think the great thing about it is we all have something to relate to that. I mean, maybe it's not necessarily about hats, but in just regard to, you know, turmoil in our life, and then we commit ourselves into the thing that we love the most, and then because of that, from a creative standpoint, we flourish. And I mean, I could say that for myself when I used to work for Major League Baseball, then that went away, and it's like, oh my God, what do I do with my life now? But I just kept committing to it, and then got more involved in the hat game, much in the same sense that you did. And here I am, you know, 10 plus years later, still working for Hat Club, and I love every second.
You're still giving that same energy. Like I've been watching, like no stalker, but I've been watching. Like you give the same energy. You show up and
I was gonna say, because if any of you guys knew me in 2013 after I lost that MLB gig, I was in a dark place, but still, you know, on the outside, I got to keep it smiling.
No, definitely. I think those part of your story, Ronnie, that I feel most can relate with is like having a dream, but then, you know, having a job kind of gives you a convenient out for probably not pushing as much behind it, because it's not the safe thing to do. It's not the thing that most people would go with and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to quit this salary job that has benefits and all these other things to try something that's entrepreneurial. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. And I think entrepreneurial is kind of given a negative connotation. But I think seeing stories like yours, even hearing Ben's story, even mine to an extent, of just really leaning into content more and just doing, like I said, you know, we only have a limited amount of time on this earth, and you know, so it's like, why not, you know, lean into those things that make you happy? You know, why not lean into those things that kind of give you a little bit of purpose? And I think most can respect that about you. And I think because you're authentic to that, I don't think that you try to present yourself as anything other than a person that is giving back to a community that's given to you. I think that in many ways, that's why you have as many fans and people that rock with you, because you don't try to pretend to be anything else. You try to be yourself, and I think that that's something the community encourages everyone to do. We you know, whether I mean, as long as you're not being destructive, violent, or weird, most people are gonna, you know, rock with you, you know, because you're giving something back, giving something positive, because that's what we try to be. I mean, we're not a, you know, softball, you know, community in the sense of where, like, you know, we're definitely going to challenge you a little bit. And yeah, we're going to give our opinion. Maybe, like you said, we like something, we don't. But it doesn't come from like an evil place. It definitely comes from a, hey, I wouldn't say anything to you if I didn't think you could do better.
True.
It's like, I think that that's something I enjoy the most about the community. I think watching your story go from 20 to 30 to 50 to 100, and seeing how you, like you said, you found your place and you stuck in that gap and you've continued to do that is awesome. So that's why I wanted to ask you that, because I've watched it. I've watched the development and the growth, and I can truly appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been a journey, and there's something that you mentioned where it's like, just be authentic, be yourself. And you know what, seeing social media is crazy because
Yeah.
you know there's a lot of people, and not trying to like bash anyone, but there's a lot of people that will like play up themselves.
Yeah.
And I remember like creating an account and I'm like, I could play up my persona or something, but I'm like no, this time I'm gonna do a little bit different and just be myself and see how it goes. And
Yeah.
I think the fitted community is so special because I've met some of the most authentic, genuine, down to earth, kind people I've ever met in my entire life. And this is people that you will never, well, I don't know to say never, but you won't meet in person. It's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because I was battling with so much like here with my job, like not being myself. But when I can go tap into the fitted community, I'm like, oh, this is who I am. Like, what you can sense like the difference. At least I could sense the difference myself. So that's why I show up for the community, because this community means a lot to me. It's one of a kind.
Yeah,
so.
I can concur with that. Having been across the country, a lot. And you know, everybody, I still enjoy every conversation I have with everybody I run into, whether it's for a Hat Club function or hell, went to Pearl Jam in Chicago this last weekend. Like 3 people are like, "Wait, are you the guy from Hat Club? Is there like some Hat Club going on in town?" And it's like, "No, man, I'm here to just enjoy my time. Like, what's going on?" And it's like, it's a 24/7 thing for me. It's just like, yeah, I may not be working officially, but at the same time, it's just like people know me from this. And so it's like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate my time and my energy to that. And that's what Tef does. That's what I see you do constantly. And everybody who does that, I sincerely appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. But I got to ask the tough question now.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even shown your hats off yet. We should
Yeah.
probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Shout out to the chat. They've been
I
waiting.
was just saying, we spent the last 20 minutes of just being, you know, sentimental, you know, pouring our hearts out and stuff like that. But speaking of pouring your heart out, putting a hat collection that reflects upon you. Oh my God, where'd Tef go?
Bye, Tef.
Pouring your heart out on something that, you know, is indicative of your character and your passion and stuff like that areas. How did this come to be? How did Hat Club approach you, and then, you know, go through the design process and stuff with us in regard to all your hats?
Man, what a freaking journey. Let's see. I'll try to keep it as short and sweet, but probably not. The first interaction with me and Hat Club was probably me and John, T800 John, who's not a real person, by the way. Just
not a real person.
It's just random AI. Anyways, hit him up, like, hey, bro, I love what you do. Would you want to work together? And John, you know, the AI says, bet, let's do it. So I sent him over some designs. This was around 2021, and this was a Stomper collection. So, all right. Ronnie got some hats with Hat Club. 2021, it's around that tough time where it's still going through the pandemic. They're still going through production issues. So hats were being heavily delayed. Ben and Tef know this.
Oh yeah.
So also with Hat Club having so much lenses on them and eyes that I think it was where collaborations were at a halt. So that never happened. So that was really tough. However, you know, that's fine. You know, no bad blood because things happen. So keep on going and still talking communication with Hat Club. You know, becoming part of their ambassador program in a bit. You know, providing them with content. You know, really pushing, you know, the hat culture still. 2022, 2023, cool. And there's some talks like, hey, like, you know, let's maybe talk about some projects that we can work on outside of like content. And there were some talks. Things really didn't happen, but I feel like both parties wanted to work together, and it's it's understandable because Hat Club's a big company, and just got to keep on pushing. So around 2023, also chopped out with Austin, like create a pack. Yeah, chopped up with AB. Shout out to Ronnie Fitteds. Yeah, let's create a Ronnie Fitteds Hat Club hat. Like it's on there. It's in their minds. However, it wasn't until I was talking about projects with AB, like we need to make this happen somehow. And he's like, we will, bro. Just it's on the way. Like
you sounded like AB right there when you said we will, bro. I don't know why.
Yeah, because AB's a positive guy, and I like to think of myself as positive too. So I'm like, okay, cool. And AB's like, you should come to this event, the Who's Marquee Hat Club event. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I got family in Arizona. Bet. Let me see what I can do. So he gives me the dates. I'm like, all right, that can work. I'll fly to Arizona, hang out with the fam, but I'm really there for the Hat Club. Hat Club event. AB's like, come through the headquarters, bro, show you a tour. I'm like, okay, that's dope. Like, the inner child of me is like, yeah, I get to see hats, kid at the candy store. I go there. I meet some cool people, the employees, of course. Ben wasn't there, damn it. But
sorry.
we always miss each other. But I go to the headquarters, I meet great people like Jorge. May I say, like, I met the AI to Andrew John?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I met him. Cool.
Kind of a surreal experience, like once you put two and two together and just like, oh, it's John. Okay.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. Then and I met like Just PBJ. I met more people. So that was the day before the event. The day of the event comes, having a great time, like really taking the community in, because those are what I feel like are the best part of the community. Those events, those hat events, you buy a hat, but you stick around and you talk to the homies. So until I met Paul, the owner, Paul, bro, connected with Paul right away. Like, great vibes, great guy. We just chopped it up for like an hour, and we really talked about our values and what we see for the community, and we really wanted to create for this community and show them like it's not on its last legs. Like, there's much more life in the community that we can, bring. So after that event, Paul, me and him are in talks, and I got connected to the team, and we made it official near February, January. That was the time that wasn't the time of it. It was like March that time. Yeah, and then from then, that's where things kicked off. The partnership was cemented, and we went with it, and I was able to really give it my all in this collection, because I knew the first Ronnie Fitteds Hat Club collection, what would I envision? What do I want to see from myself and from Hat Club? It had to make it the best. So really took some time with it, and I think I gave it my all. So I think this is one of my best collections to date. I'm proud of every hat, and I would do that experience all over again.
I'm gonna put you on the big screen because you got to go through each one of them.
Yeah, you got it out, man. The best collection you ever do.
Oh my gosh! well, I have these hats next to my collection, but let me put them out of the way.
Hey!
Okay.
We got Tufts Atlanta. Yeah, you see what I did there? And then we got Ben's Knockout collection.
I still see that coked out tiger in the wild from time to time, and I'll just like tap somebody on the shoulder, whoever I see wearing them, like, hey, that's a really nice hat.
Especially since
and then they say thanks, and then they walk away, and it's just like, all right,
you should know who I am. Exactly. All right, so this is the clip. This is an 8-piece. I wanted to push myself and really, because 8 hats is crazy for one collection. I wanted to push myself and really take advantage of the opportunity. So I was given a chance to do a maximum of 8, and I delivered with doing 8 hats. So here's a clip. I don't know. Do you guys want to know the inspo or just want to see them? How do we want to do this?
I think
I'll say this. We got about 20 minutes left, so I'll let you decide that.
Okay, well, we got 8 hats, so
more so I've
yeah, you don't want to. I think he doesn't want to miss his trip, and I don't want to make him miss his trip. So
no, you're good. I
right,
feel like going through them and the ones that you really want to go into. I say we go into those.
So this one was the first. I'll go in the order of which I previewed them on my Instagram. This is the Vultures. Vultures Oakland Athletics. We got the. You got a leather panel, leather bill. I'm trying to do like how Ben does it. Yeah. And we got the upside down athletics logo. We got a metallic metallic pewter. I'm sorry. Yeah, metallic pewter. We got a brown leather button. The side panels are going to be mesh. And we got the, I believe, 89. Let me double check. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 89. Battle of the Bay World Series. And then on all the hats are going to be the Ronnie Batterman, which is going to be a metallic gold, metallic blue gray, and then the pink. Those are the colors I like to use for my brand. So, and I've been doing them on my hats. So you get them on every hat here in the collection. This is a black sweatband with I believe it's Misty Morning Gray UV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Somebody asked what the price is. What does the price tag say on the bottom?
This is $34.99. Let's go.
That's not accurate at all. That is not accurate.
$52, y'all.
52.
I wish.
Somebody was worried that because of the material was going to cost more, so that was the only reason why I brought it up. So it's like, nope, it's the same price as all the others. You're in good shape.
Which, that's true because they could, but $52. 52, make it holla. Flat. Let's say this real quick. Like, this was inspired by Kanye, Ty Dolla $ign, Vultures. However, it was actually supposed to be suede. Just a little mix up, and I probably will still make a suede style hat, but it's crazy how it still turned out and it still matched the vibe. So
it looks, for a mistake, it looks great.
Yeah. I'll definitely say of all the hats that you've done so far, Ronnie, the more I see that one, the more I'm like, I was intrigued by it at first, but now seeing it, I really, really like it.
Thank you. This one I wanted to post first because I wanted people to have some more time, see more pictures of it and take it all in. So the next one up, I hear Ben's a big WWE fan. This one is the D-Generation backs.
That is true.
Yeah, so I think Ben's ready for this one.
He's ready.
Are you ready? We got the Diamondback script here. We got like a apple green with the metallic green border. Black on black. We got I believe it's lime green. That's what I did. Yeah, lime green button. 98 inaugural season. The D-backs best patch in my opinion. Metallic green border. And then you got metallic green right there. You got some apple green, some black. Ronnie Batterman. This is black guts, and this is a dolphin gray. So like the lighter version of gray. UV, $52.
Nice.
Next up, this one very meaningful to me. This one is the San Francisco Giants, the Dragon. The Dragon because it's hooked to Bruce Lee, who's one of my biggest role models and also my dad's. But this is the year of the dragon. I have a baby boy that's going to be born, I would say, within 1 to 2 weeks. So,
dude, swift timing on this entire drop and everything. My God.
So this one, I've created a hat for my daughter, Remy, before, and I wanted to create a hat for my son. So it's awesome that, I was able to do that. And Bruce Lee was, of course, born on the year of the dragon as well. So it's crazy. Let me show you the hat. My bad. We got the 05. I don't want to get them wrong. Yeah, the 05. No, 07. Yeah, 2007. Yeah. Ben knows. 2007 All-Star Game. Metallic gold, metallic red, cilantro green. Boom. This one's crazy. Or the Ronnie Batterman.
I'm gonna say this: the color details in the side patch is probably the best I've ever seen on any San Francisco script hat with an 07.
Really?
And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I'm being dead serious.
Let's go, man. Thank you so much. Like, especially the time. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I was gonna say it's crazy, Ronnie, that you say that your dad was a big Bruce Lee fan. My father is also a really, really big Bruce Lee fan. Like we watched Into the Dragon together. Like pretty much most of the main movies that Bruce Lee had around that time, like before his death, untimely.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Extremely.
Me and my dad would watch. I think it's Fist of Fury over and over again. And Bruce Lee had a video game for Xbox, and we would play that a lot too. So that one is near and dear to my heart. Next one up, Ben. If you smell what the final boss is cooking,
pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes. This one is the final boss, Toronto Blue Jays, hooked to the Rock. Because you got the big Blue Jay, or the buffed out Blue Jay, in resemblance. But we got the metallic pewter, metallic silver, metallic gold, and came out phenomenal. We got the black button, burnt wood, brim. Side patch is the 30th anniversary. You see those same threadings that I use on the front logo on the side patch. Ronnie Batterman. I like doing the white sweatband on my off-white crowns.
Yeah.
I don't know, just that look, so I went with that. And then this one is going to be just a regular gray. And I forgot to mention that the San Francisco Giants is a misty morning gray, the darker gray. There's that. We got 4 more. So we got the next one up is the Houston Astros, the Stros, the days before the rush. Stros. We have in the Stros logo the metallic blue gray, metallic silver, metallic gold. We got a baby blue, sky blue button. The 2022 World Series champ side patch, or the 22 World Series side patch. We have, thank you. We have the Ronnie Batterman. This one, I've done Houston Astro designs before, and I really love it when the new era flag is colored up. So I did that metallic gold. And I'm
glad you had the balls to do it, man. Seriously. It worked. It really works with that hat.
Yep.
Thank you. I mean, it's a detail that you can add to the hat and make it pop a little bit more too. So, I mean, don't be afraid to do that. So,
would you say that's... Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Oh, real quick. I forgot to show the new era flag on this one. It's red to represent the era, which is Raw is War. So, had to throw that in there with, with the hook. So,
damn straight.
Yeah. Would you say that that's your favorite Stros that you've done so far, Ronnie? Because I know you've done a few.
Yeah, it's up there. That's a tough one. I love their logos, and I feel like it's just it comes naturally to me when I'm designing Astro hats. So I don't know. It's up there though.
Got you.
The next one up is the Texas Rangers, inspired by anime, Demon Slayer.
Very clean.
So it's metallic blue gray, metallic silver, and metallic blue. We got a night shift navy crown on a dark green brim. You have a maroon button. And then this one is titled Tanjiro versus Rui. So they go into battle in this anime. Don't want to give it up, but this side patch is hooked to the villain. So we got the 1995 All-Star Game, Texas Rangers. We got metallic green, black, silver, white. You got you got teal, and then I don't know, did I say metallic red already? But yeah, there's that. Ronnie Batterman on this one. Black Guts, Icy. Shout out to Frosty. So Icy UV. 2 more. In the same anime, Demon Slayer, Tanjiro is the protagonist, and then his sister is also one of the protagonists. So this is hooked to her. We got the New York Yankees. I forgot what era this is. Maybe the 70s, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. It is 1977 through 1993 to be exact.
Yeah, this is my favorite Yankees logo. The way
it's the best.
Oh, there we go. It's not bad.
Dude, the way that the way it looks like bones in a sense, with the way
Yeah.
the edges are sharpened out as opposed to rounded off nowadays, it is fucking beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And
Gives
this
it a
is
more
why
edgy look.
Yes, yes. And I think the size of this logo is perfect on this hat, and that's why it's here. We have the maroon button. It's the color scheme of the character, and then we have to give it, because the backstory on this one, it was actually supposed to be a Highlanders logo. However, that one was taking longer to get approved. So, you know me, I had to have a backup plan. So went with the next best logo, which would be this one here.
Good call.
So there's that. And then with the Highlanders logo, I didn't know what side patch to throw on there without making it look, I don't know, to me weird. So that's why that one was left without any side patch, and that's why there's no side patch here. But still want to add a detail with the metallic green you'll see on the character.
Nice.
And then Ronnie Batterman, and then Black Guts, Pink UE.
Now, Ronnie, for that one, did you ever think about the 1940s, the World Series patch for the Yankee, the Rollie? Did you think about that one for that one, or not really?
Not really. I don't think after the Highlanders was, taking longer to get approved, I was okay with making it plain Jane. I was like, maybe that will be different, because there's 8 hats, so there's something unique about that one in a sense.
True.
It doesn't have a side patch. So
only plain Jane Pinky. Yep.
Yeah. I guess not so plain, right? Because got the metallic.
Or
it's got enough personality to it, so it's not.
Yeah.
Really,
It's got a little, pizzazz, some
little razzle dazzle.
The last hat is probably, I love them all, but this might be my favorite one. This is the Oakland Athletics Showtime Stomper. Yeet. And I've done Stompers before, but with doing this project with Hat Club, I had to do a Stomper. This was definitely one of the first, if not the first hat I mocked up. And we got the metallic gold with the white, we got the pink in the bats.
Very clean.
Red crown, black button, black brim. Got the 50th anniversary side patch, metallic
Gorgeous.
Red, black, metallic gold, and pink. Thank you. And the Ronnie Batterman, Black Guts, and then the pinky under visor. And then, there's also a subtle detail. This is actually a metallic red.
Ooh.
So it catches your eye in person. So
it does.
And let me get the full clip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hats.
Ooh, that's a heavy clip.
Give me one sec, because I'll throw out this part. So these drop on the website and hackclub.com, Hack Club app, Tuesday, September 10th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. But Ronnie's obviously in LA. So this Saturday, September 7th, swing by the Melrose store. I believe doors are going to open at 11.
Yes.
Double check the Hack Club LA Instagram page, because I think they're also doing wristbands that day. But more importantly, you get early access in a sense. If you're able to show up, you're going to meet the creator, Ronnie Fitteds, in the flesh.
Yes.
And get yourself a nice little hat.
Yeah, man, listen, I'm upset I can't be out there, because I had a few hats I need Ronnie to sign, but
I would trade places with you, though, bro. I would trade places with you.
Trade places with me?
Yeah, you out, living your best life. You got the beach,
Oh, I need a lot of relaxation, but a lot of work happening today, Ronnie. I'm excited.
That's true.
I'm gonna say this for everybody who's blowing me up on an invoice for the online drop on Tuesday. I am only allotted 3, count them, 3 invoices to you guys. I apologize. Just trying to keep it fair for everybody. So I have to come up with something, and it's going to be gambling related because I'm going to Vegas this weekend. So keep an eye on my Instagram account. I will come up with something clever. I'm going to run it by Tef. I'm going to run it by Ronnie in regard to, hey, is it cool if I do this? And we'll figure something out. So
and AB did confirm 11 a.m. Lineup time for LA. So they said the information just posted.
Let's go. How are we on time?
Sir.
Oh, dude, we got about 2 minutes left. So, I mean,
Cool.
I think it's just a good thing to wrap it up right here. But, hey, any final words, anything you're looking forward to this weekend? Anybody in particular looking forward to having a face-to-face with?
Well, I'll say this. With this collection, I was given the opportunity to do a little bit or do something special, a little bit different. I think the pin, because since I've done pins and hat clips before, that's kind of predictable. However, I didn't want to do that. Maybe for a future drop with Hat Club. That's definitely on my mind. But however, I wanted to do something special, and with every order, and this could change, but we have a good amount of these. Every order should come with a Ronnie Was Here bag.
Oh, shit!
This one's a little bit like crunchy, but this is a canvas drawstring bag, and they'll fit your hats. So this is with every order. And then also, I don't have them in hand. This is another surprise I haven't told the community, but every hat will come with the Ronnie Fitteds and Hat Club tag that will be on the hat. It'll come with the tag.
Boom!
It's a little bit something different to commemorate this collection, the first collection, because I feel like this is history, so had to go out with a bang, or started it off, with a bang.
I don't blame you, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, Ronnie.
That's all I want to say.
No, I mean, I think that it's really great. I mean, those that have been buying and collecting from you for a while know that the canvas bag is something unique with certain ones that you have done. So I just want to say, man, I'm extremely happy for you. And I totally wish you the best.
Thank you, guys.
I'm certainly going to be trying my hand at getting a few. There's definitely a few in this pack I need. So I will definitely be going ahead and grabbing them. But super proud of you, man.
Awesome.
And proud of the growth and development that you had. And it is so awesome that you get to work with us. And we get to see this develop. I know you can't wait for Saturday and for Tuesday next week. Super excited.
Thank you for having me. Let me tell my story and chill with you guys. I've been, like we said, we chopped it up, and just being able to talk, in person, or not in person, but talk to each other. It's been a long time coming, and I've had so much fun today, for real.
It's been a blast having you on. And honestly, I was nervous about how things were going to go, because if you guys didn't know this, I'm always panicking before the show starts to make sure everything is great, everything is perfect. You've been a wonderful guest. I know everybody was looking forward to having you on and getting to hear your story, getting to see your hats, and let you talk about it. Not just us. It's you. It's your creation. But I'm looking forward to the success that's going to be Saturday in LA for you. Sorry, I'm not going to be there as well. But looking forward to the time that we can actually, meet up and chop it up and just chill.
It's on my bucket list.
But yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Don't be afraid to create.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Haven't said that yet. So
snuck it in perfect.
We're stealing that. No, I'm kidding. Everybody, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you join us this week. Like I said, keep an eye on his social media this weekend. We will figure something out in regard to those 3 invoices. I will say this in regard to stock, because we had to give some to LA for the exclusive drop. It's going to be a little bit lower for the website drop, so you just got to be quick. That's not necessarily bad news. I mean, stock is still pretty goddamn solid on pretty much everything.
I would say it's solid.
Yeah. But yeah, until we see you next week, appreciate you stopping by, and keep enjoying those hats. I didn't know anything clever to say.
That was cool. I like that.
Nothing clever there.
Taf, enjoy the rest of your vacation. Ronnie, enjoy LA, and we will see you guys later. Peace.